just type yes if I'm audible. I can go ahead with that. Just waiting for the response. Yes, it's from YouTube or like Google Meet. May I know that? Go confirm. We'll start the session in 3 minutes. So, yep. 2:05 we can start it. So I guess I'm audible in both YouTube as well as in Google Meet. So let me give like 2 more minutes to participant to join. Sorry. A little louder, sir. Yeah, sure, I will talk louder. That's actually a test. That's why am I loud? Is that cool or like a little bit louder? More. Nitya, Sendil, do you want more voice or like it is audible? Yeah, sir, fine, yeah, audible. Thank you guys. People, the session will start in 1 minute, so try to share with your friends the link which I have shared via WhatsApp. Just share with your friends, like share it in the Gmail, so it will be more interactive. So there is 1 more minute, so we can wait for 1 more minute and let participants join the club. After that we can start our presentation about parametric architecture. So there is any background noise. There is some background noise. Let me check once. Wait. It is okay, like the background noise is gone, or like you people hearing the same. Okay, cool. Just start the session. Okay, cool guys, I just start the session. So yes, let me introduce myself first. Myself, architect Jamil. I'm an architect. I'm a freelancer as well as an entrepreneur and a computational designer who is practicing last 2 years. So I have invited you people for this free webinar. It's all about parametric architecture. So today is June 6th and 2 p.m. I welcoming all the people who are presented here. I'm very much thanking you for attending this thing. So we just see like we're gonna see Rhino, Grasshopper and Lumion. So I will talk about something later on that. So I have created some interesting presentation. So we will touch upon Rhino, Grasshopper as well as Rumion in this workshop. So please stay online for that 120 minutes. So it will be more useful for you people. That is an exciting offer for live people who are presenting here. So don't miss it. Just try to be here. Yeah, that's what I want to start like this. So let people in. I guess who are all in the club, just mute yourself. You can join. So yes, I can start the presentation. So yeah, before starting the presentation, I guess all of them are architects. So this is the question I just want to ask you people. As an architect, are you ready for the future? So if you are an architect student and a practicing architect, if you are ready for the future, you can type yes in the comment box. If you are not ready for the future, you can type no in the comment box. I just want this workshop as to be an interactive session. You can ask your doubts when and where. Just pass me and ask your doubts if you have any doubts. So just type your answers in the comment box. So I will adjust my level of explanations to the people who are presented here. So yes, I am getting a lot of S's like Nitya, Riya, Sangat, Vitul, Sneha, and a lot of people are saying yes. Just type your years also, like which year you are from, like you are an architect or a student of architecture. Just type that, like, so I will get to know like what is the percentage of who are the participants. I will get to know that, like just type that also. So I just want to clear that as an architect, are you ready for the future? I am saying, in my point of view, as an architect, I am just learning to ready for the future. I'm just learning each and every day. So this is what I am doing right now. So moving on to the next slide. Before moving on to the next slide, I just give us some note. So this is all over the content of the webinar. So the evolution, we just talk about some evolutions. We're going to talk about some tools of architecture. We're going to talk about what is advanced parametric design in reality, Rhino, Grasshopper workflow, digital fabrication, and question and answer. This is how the workshop is going to be. For the 120 minutes, the workshop is going to be like this. So before starting it, I just want to explain about Archi Envision a little bit. So I am an architect, I am an entrepreneur who have started Archi Envision for students and also architects to learn the future software. So this is all about the softwares. Before starting it, I just give you the content of this is how we're gonna see. So we just gonna see about the evolutions, tools, advanced parametric design, domain in reality, and Grasshopper, and these are the things we just gonna see in the next slide. So I'm just giving a small intro about what is evolution. So this is actually pretty much you people aware about. I'm just giving a small introduction about what is evolution. Just see, this is actually a man from apes and turned into a digital man right now, right? So sorry. So this is how people, I guess this is a myth, but we are thinking that this is how we transform from an ape to a human being. So that is a huge drastic change in era. This is how the evolution takes place from one point to another point. So this is how things are happening. So in 2021 century, we are in 2021, or we are in a lockdown, I guess. Like if you are people from India, we are facing lockdown situations, quarantines. I hope everyone is safe. So we are connected digitally. So I'm just giving the evolution. Like 2 years before, we don't know that like we can sit in a place and we can learn. So this is how the evolution takes place. So day by day, each and every persons are learning some new things and they are sharing it. So this is how things work. So yep, this is how evolution, this is a small note about evolutions. Before starting an evolution, yeah, I just give you some small introduction about tools. So this is how the Stone Age tools you people might heard about, know about this. Like they have created their own tools. In Stone Age, they have created their own tools. So we are architects are presented here. We need to create our own tools. That's what I'm trying to say here. So they have a pointed tool over here. So this is actually to cut something or like to put an arrow like here. Or in modern age, what we can do is like they have created and specified task. If it is a ruler, it is meant to be measured. If it is an hammer, it meant to be nail a nail. So if it is a screwdriver, so it's gonna tight something. So we can't tight a nail with a ruler, right? This is how we can specify a task and we evolved one tool. So this is how things works. This is how the evolution takes place. This slide is just an introduction to evolution. So yeah, from one point to another point, it's just evolved. So yeah, we can't use something using the spanner, and there are a lot of tools are available in the market to define a task. So the thing which I want to share is like you have to define the task and you have to find the tool, perfect tool. So before in old age, what people does is like they used to share their ideas using to make a sculpture. How they have shared is like they initially do sculpting and share their concepts using these kind of sharp tools. But nowadays we are using pens and sketch pens to convey our ideas to clients or like our colleagues in the form of drawings. So this is how we connect with people, right? So in 2021 present scenario, I am just digitally connected with you people with this vacuum. So I am just sketching my thing, I am just collaborating my vision with you people with this vacuum. So this is how that things is evolved from day by day. So I don't know like what will be the future. So I am just like worry about the future. That's why I have created this presentation. So yeah. So this is one of the example. Just want to give this. There is a drastic change in this two image, right? Can you see that there is a drastic change in these two images? Can anyone spot that's difference between this? Like people can give a bunch of difference for these two images, but both of them are cars, right? It has a four wheel, this have a four wheel. But what that thing is changed during the evolution, we're just analyzing that. Before doing any design, we used to analyze things, we used to study all the things, right? So yeah, this have a four things, this have a four thing. So what the best part is like the design is evolved from one point to another point. So the basic functions are same. In modern age, what they have incorporated is like they might thought the car has to be go fast, the car has to be look nice. So they have incorporated the latest things, design aspects, and created these kind of futuristic cars. I guess many of the people might have looked at this. This is actually a concept car designed by BMW. This is actually the first car created in 19th century. This is actually the 20th century car. We don't know that what is the next future is all about, how the cars will have wheels or not, like it's gonna fly or what. We don't know that, right? Actually the technology is pretty much right. Admit all. Right. Anyone now? Right. People just kindly before going to the next. Rohit, can you kindly turn off your video, and Joe? Rohit, are you there? Rohit. Rohit, are you there? Or Rohit Rajpathy? Yeah, thank you, Rohit. For people who are joining, just turn off your videos and audios. It's for like privacy purpose. We can talk. We can in the future thing. So yeah, just back to the presentation. So this is how things are working. So this is another example of Stone Age and Modern Age. I guess most of the people might been in the previous workshop. It's kind of repetitive, but there will be a new thing which gonna happen in between of this presentation. Just stay online. So yeah, this is actually Stone Age, Modern Age. You people can easily create and analyze. There is a material used by a stone, and there are a lot of new materials added, and the architecture started evolving. This is what I want to share. So this is actually tools for architects. So this is actually tools which architects use. So usually they use pen, steadlers, whiteners, pencils, and all those things, right? They might use these clipboards. As an architect, I am also using these kind of tools, so to convey my ideas to something, to draw, or like to convey my sketch to something. So this is how tools for architects are working in. We used to work with this. And digital tools for architects, like this is actually life before AutoCAD, this is life after AutoCAD. So what I am trying to say here is, like, before AutoCAD we used to draft, right? Before AutoCAD we used to draft. After AutoCAD came, the industry is just changed from one point to another point, just evolved from one point to another point. Before that, we have to draft a lot. There will be man errors will be there. So what people think is, they have created a software called AutoCAD. We can easily draft large size of, like a big size of plots or something in a small screen. So this is how things evolve. So there will be a less amount of error will be there. So yeah, so this is why AutoCAD created. So you people can see, this is actually life before AutoCAD. There are so much of people are here. Can you see that? They are having like large boards, and so much of people drafting. They are in a line and they will draft. This is actually life before AutoCAD. This is like after AutoCAD. Can you see that? There is only one person sitting in front of a computer and is working on it. So this is how things are evolving. If you are a student of architecture and an architect, you people might know about AutoCAD, right? I guess yes. If yes, just type yes. I will see what's happening in the command box. So no, I am a civil engineer. Yeah. Okay, cool. We'll talk about it. So this is how the CAD looks like. This is actually pure about softwares. So I just want to talk about softwares. So why architects needs lots of softwares, that I will touch upon later. So can you see that this is how the architects started making 2D drawings. 2D is nothing but two-dimensional drawings. AutoCAD using worldwide to make 2D GFCs. So they are creating GFCs are nothing but good for construction drawings, good for construction, or like we can provide our drawings to the site. The end is like we have to provide drawings to the client, right? We gonna construct it. So I faced, so yep, during my college days what I faced is like I just share some of my college thing. So during my college days I have faced to make a complex shapes in 2D is like I felt like it's quite harder. Like, so in AutoCAD we can make this kind of straight line drawings, like line drawings. It will be easy. If it is a complex shapes and we have to create some interesting thing, but we can't do it in AutoCAD. So what they did is like we can create a 3D model and visualize it. So after the thing, like SketchUp came into the industry, so if you are a good architect, most of the architects using SketchUp nowadays. Why? Because it's easy to use, and it is easy to use. It is easy to make 3D drawings. 3D. So this is how the 3D starts. So yeah, if you are an architect who is okay with to do rectangular or like simple basic forms, you can stick with SketchUp. If you are doing a proper house, like if you are doing some like rectangular form and a basic triangular forms, all of them, like you can stick with SketchUp. It's easy to use. First of all, it's created for to make conceptual models, 3D conceptual models. Concepts is like a basic stage. It's in a basic stage. There are a lot of stages in creating 3D models. I guess you people are aware of that. First of all, we sketch. After that, we turn the sketch into 3D model, basic. After that, we will add. This is actually the basic model. Can you see that this is actually the basic example for basic model, and this is actually detailed model. This is actually the detailed model. Can you see that there are a lot of details are there? There is a louvers are there. There are thickness for thermal things are there. There is a opening. So that we just evolving the model also. First of all, we do sketch. That's why I've shown the image of pencils and pens. After that, we do the 3D basics. So this is the basics. So this is how the basic model started, and we will detail out into a SketchUp model. So if you are an architect who want to think like within the box, like within the boundaries, so you can use the SketchUp. So if you are an architect who is willing to learn some new forms, willing to create some new out of the box concepts, so there is a software is coming next in the next slide. So this is the software which people created. Sorry. So this is actually Rhino. Let us give an intro to Rhino. So yeah. So yeah, this is how Rhino looks like. This is actually Rhino 6. So Rhino is a software which came to the industry to create complex forms, mathematically defined. Max, it's pure about max. So we can, sorry people, I just want to admit all those people who are in. So yep, it's pure about max. Can you see that? This is actually an architectural office image, I guess. I have taken it from like an internet, but if you go to Rhino and search this thing, you will get to know a lot of things about Rhino. So Rhino is a tool which created for architects and product designers and interior designers to create some interesting curvilinear forms. Not only only for architects, it's also for all the various of uh, design aspects. So it can be used in architecture, it can be used in a product designer, it can be used in interior designer. All the design aspirants can use this. Like in the previous slide which I have showed, the BMW car is designed using this. I will show you in the next slide like how things are happening. So yeah, Rhino is a tool who are interested in more curvilinear forms. So lot of people will have a creative ideas, but where they stop and lag is like they are not good at making 3D. I guess most of the architecture students, like second years, first year, second years, third years to fifth years, who are doing thesis, they might have a good knowledge of creating concepts, but where they are struggling is like to create a concept into a 3D, right? I guess if I am wrong, you can say it. If yes, you can type yes in the comment box, so it will be more collaborative for me to know the answers. So some fifth year, I guess, like one of the fifth year said like, I have a crazy idea but I can't turn into a 3D model. So if you are using those kind of curvilinear forms, Rhino is the best tool to create those kind of curvilinear forms. Can you see that this is actually a canopy designed over here? So it is actually mathematically driven and it can be easily constructed. The best part is the final thing is it can be constructed. So yeah, this is what I want to share in this slide. So nowadays there is a demand for people who are using Rhino. There are a lot of demand for people who are using Rhino in architecture. If you want to be out of the box, just learn Rhino. And there is one more thing. After that, there is a software called Grasshopper. So this actually looks so crazy. If you people are new to Grasshopper, if you just type your basic, intermediate or advanced, if you already know Grasshopper, just type Grasshopper intermediate, Grasshopper basics, Grasshopper advanced in the command box. In the people in YouTube also share your doubts, so I will answer it in later. If you people are watching in YouTube, just go and subscribe it, like put a like button, and there is a subscribe button is there, just go and subscribe it. There will be, I'm planning to do weekly videos for free, so you people can watch it when and where you people are free, thinking it's like useful. Like just go and subscribe it and press the bell button, so you will get the notification also. So here the part is called Grasshopper. So yeah, this software is about Grasshopper. So you people may see it's like quite complex. We have to connect wires. This actually looks so complex, right? For like, I am a computational designer for past 4 years, and I have learned so much from the Grasshopper. So I will give you a note about the Grasshopper. I will give you the hands-on on Grasshopper in further slides. So I'll just give you a small introduction about how Grasshopper is. This is how the Grasshopper looks like. So there will be lot of elements will be there, so everything will be connected, interlinked. So the output we are getting is like this model. This model is the output we are getting it. This is how the Grasshopper works. So Grasshopper works mainly on connections. So we will get an output. So connections and datas. So we need a data which transfer from one data to another data. So these are all like a basic introduction of Grasshopper. It's actually looks so complex. If you are used to it, it will be so easy for you people. So I just explained how Grasshopper workflow will look like. So yeah, the previous one which I have shown, the car, BMW car, I guess everyone aware of that BMW car. This is the part. Can you see that? This is actually created using Rhino and Grasshopper. Can you see that? This is the part. This is actually Rhino and this is actually Grasshopper. Rhino and Grasshopper. So if you are into it, like, you can create anything. It can be a car, it can be a shoe, it can be a building, parametric building, or like a skyscraper. It can be anything. So this is actually the futuristic software which I am talking about right now. That's why in the title itself I have made it as an architect, are you ready for the future? So yeah, try to design it. The software which is used here to create these kind of pattern is, the futuristic pattern is Rhino and Grasshopper. So these are the tools which are available in the market for architects. So there are a lot of tools are available. So I just give you a simple note. This is RT Envision. So these are the software which I am using, like 2021 century, to connect all the people here. So can you see that there are a lot of software which we have seen? So AutoCAD, SketchUp, Rhino, Revit. Revit is also a like advanced software. It's all about BIM, building information modeling. So try to use the software efficiently, because if you are an architect and you can't share your knowledge into 3D model or like visualization, if you are like, what to say, like not good at making 3D, if you are looking for other ends, it will be so hectic for you to control yourself. So if you are good at everything, you can create your own concept, you can create your own style, and you can make it as a 3D and you can publish it and you will gain the credits. So this is how the software, these are the softwares for Photoshop. It's for like most of the people aware about it. After Effects, Premiere Pro, Keyshot, Lumion, WSP and WBS and Microsoft. These are OBS is for like YouTube and WhatsApp, recycle bin, everything I don't want if I go to the recycle bin, obviously. So these are the software which I am using in 2021. So advanced parametric design domain in reality. So this is actually a quite complex term for the newcomers and for the people who are like listening new to the parametric architecture and parametric domain. So yeah, I just give you a small, what to say, like basic introduction. Actually it looks so complex. Can you see that there are so much of wiggling is happening here, happening there? We just analyzing it. There are so things are happening. It's actually created by magnetic field, this form. So I will let you know what is there. So I don't know nothing, so I went to the Google and typed parametric design. So first of all, this is what I have done like 4 years before. So I don't know about parametric design. What I did is I thought it's actually a good way of designing, and I went to the Google and I typed, I got these images. I guess everyone in this webinar also done, I guess. If yes, just type yes. So yeah, so this is what I have done. These are the image which I have got in the Google. So I guess before me someone has done something in parametric design. So I am so much excited and willing to learn new things. So this is how things happen. So I get to know that there is a structure made using parametric design. I doesn't know about it. There is a pattern made using parametric design. I don't know about it. Like I just want to learn some new things. So what I did is like I just decoded it. Like if we are designing something, we used to do analysis analysis, right? Like we used to do a lot of analysis, site analysis, wind analysis. There will be like a lot of analysis will be there. I will touch upon in later. Just focus here right now. There is a complex form is created like this. So I have so much of curiosity, like how these patterns are derived and how these patterns are created and what is the software used. I came across all the things, and there is a software called Rhino and Grasshopper in the market. So I just learned Rhino and Grasshopper like 4 years ago. Started to learning. So yeah, this is how the journey starts. So this is how the parametric design. So parametric design is nothing but we just deriving design from the nature. We just decoding the nature and we just turning the nature into a design. Can you see that this is actually a pattern you can see. This is actually a pattern you can see in flowers, leaves. This is actually a Voronoi pattern. Voronoi pattern. You can see in all flowers, all leaves. This is also Voronoi patterns. There is a mathematical definition behind the Voronoi pattern. I will explain that also. This is also a pattern which is golden ratio. First of all, we have to decode each and every patterns, what is there, what is not there. So just try to decode the patterns before starting any design. It is actually a good cause. So yeah, so this is actually a golden ratio and Fibonacci series. Most of them have heard about this, so I just give you a small intro about this. So there is a series, there is a sequence, there is a data. So we are talking about data here, we are talking about series here. So all of them are true. So golden ratio is there, Fibonacci series is there. First of all, I thought it's created by humans. So after I came to the part of designing parametrics, I have believed that Fibonacci series is the numbers we can derive patterns. So before starting anything, we just use architectural data. So there is a collection of data here. That's what I want to explain in this slide. So we are just collecting numbers. Can you see that we have created one pattern? So they have created one spiral pattern. They called it as golden ratio, and they have derived some numbers and derived some formulas, and they have derived some numbers. So this is how data created. So they have defined from the nature, they have analyzed the nature and decoded it, and they have created a numbers. So we have got like so much of numbers, so and we called it as a data. So this is how data works. So architectural, if we are doing architectural design, we need site analysis, we need wind movement, we need sun movement, circulation, axis, and many more. We used to learn a lot of data. So this is how the pie chart, this is how the image looks like. So this is the sun path, this is the wind movement, this is all about this. So I'm just jumping quickly, so I'm just running out of time. So traditional workflow and parametric workflow. So this is what I want to touch up most, want to explain in brief. So I guess most of the people are students and architects here. I just want to explain you what is parametric workflow, what is computational workflow, why I am talking so much and about this right now. Why? Because if you are practicing architect, you will get a challenge in the sense like it's a project. Some will give you a project about like house, or it can be a multi-story building, it can be anything. What will we do is we will collect data about the project. Where is the site, where is the location, what is the length, what is the width, what is the height, what is the FSI, what is all the aspect. We will collect all the data. After that, what will we do is we use our architectural brain to analyze, to process, to compute all the data and what is the maximum sunlight it will gain, and we use all the thing, and we might orient it in some part. like this. If it is a site is like this, we can orient like this. We can give the pathway like this, like that. We used to create our own concepts, right? We used to have lot of butter sheets and we used to sketch a lot, or else we have to use a normal pen and pencil, paper and pencil. You used to sketch a lot. So after that we will came to a solution, and we go to a jury or like external kind of thing. They will easily criticize you, and they will say it is not optimized. You can rotate this in this way, you can rotate in that way. They will do that. If it is a client will do that. If it is a office colleague will do that. If it is a fellow architect will do that. If it is a juror will do that. So you might not have the exact point why we are choosing this angle, why we are choosing this 45 degree, and what is the reason behind it. So here come the parametric workflow. I'm just giving a small things about the parametric workflow. The same thing which we will get the site. So we used to get all the datas about site analysis, sun analysis, wind analysis, all the type of analysis, and we use computers to compute. Computation is nothing but we use computer to compute our design. It's not computer itself make the design. We are scripting the design, like how it has to be. So computer will compute the design, and after that architect will finalize the design. As an architect we have to finalize the design. So someone is unmute, just mute yourself, people. Who are presented, some person is unmuted, just mute yourself. Okay. So this is how the computational works. So we architects will solve our computation and make us multiple option and came to a solution. So this is actually the exact output. So it will be optimized, it will be tested, and there will be low loss of data, because you will have 10 options here or like 100 options here. So you can convince your client, you can convince your office colleague, or if it is takes this process taking 2 days, this process, traditional workflow, will take 2 days to create 2 output. The same time this parametric workflow will take 2 days and given you 2000 outputs. This sounds crazy, but we can create that. This is how parametric workflow will work. So we will have the exact data optimized, where the sun has to be placed, where the opening has to be there, what is the window size, and all those things you will get to know in the further slides. So this is the solution, this is the optimized solution which we will get. So yeah, this is actually the traditional workflow and parametric workflow, and this is one of the parametric architecture which I want to talk. Can you see that there is a parametric architecture is parametric design is flowed over here. This is actually one of the project by big Jack Ingles. Just go and see his work. He is also doing a great parametric architecture. This is actually an apartment. I guess everyone heard about this, or like if you are seeing new, just type new. If you are already seeing this, just go and type I already seen this. I will update in some future slides of presentation. So this is actually all about the apartment. So I give a simple note about this. So This is actually created using Rhino Grasshopper. This is actually created using Rhino Grasshopper. The basic concept is like they have created the extrusion, and they have created the extrusion in 45-degree angle. And what they have done is, after creating the extrusion, they might block the main primary road. What they have done is like they have imported the sun data. And they have created these kind of peaks and valleys. What is the output is, after creating these kind of peaks and valleys, can you see that there is a peak here, there is a valley here, there is a valley here, there is a peak here. So after importing all the sun data, they ended up getting all the sunlight in the main street, and they got this output. This is what I have written over here. This is what I have learned from this project by Big. So he is an international architect, and I just want to share some Indian architects who are practicing parametric architecture. So this is actually a work of Sanjay Puri. So he is also a parametric architect who is doing a lot of projects parametrically. So just go and see his works also. So he have designed the windows in such a way so the maximum heat gain of the windows will reduced. The software which is used is like Rhino Grasshopper here. It's not only for like people who are interested. So yeah, go and search Sanjay Puri works. You will get to see a lot of work of him. I'm just inspired by his work. So he have created these kind of shapes, these kind of panels. Why? Because he have reduced 70% of heat gain in this facade. This is actually a hostel. He have created these kind of forms, and they have executed it. So yeah, this is a parametric facade. Why I'm showing these things, like the parametrics are really in practice and they are doing it successfully. That's what I am trying to say in this presentation. So this is actually a facade done by Sanjay Puri Architects. Just go and see his works. He is amazing, doing amazing works. So this is an apartment. It's actually situated in Ahmedabad, I guess. I don't know exactly about this. Like, I just inspired by this thing and I put it over here. And there is one more architect who is a fellow mate, a neighbor state. So I guess anyone know about this work, you can share, type in the comment box. We will get to know who is the architect is. Can anyone type? Who is the architect? So this is actually an architect of Vinny Daniel, who have done this parametric wall. Is from KLAB, and we have done this is recent work, and it is published all over Design Boom and all those things. So you can do the parametric architecture in product design, and it can be, these are the products which designed using parametric architecture, parametric design and computational design, and you can make it using the fashion design also. We can use it. I will show some of my works also which I have done using Rhino Grasshopper. So yep, the following things which I have done. So this is actually a t-shirt design I have done for Kawasaki brand. So this is actually the pattern created over here. It's using parametric geometry. So yep, the patterns which I have created over here it's actually used Rhino Grasshopper. So I have mentioned over here the software which I have used. So yep, Rhino Grasshopper, this is how I have arrived these kind of patterns, that we can create a lot of geometrical patterns, so it can be applied in the t-shirt design. So this is one of the design which I have done, and while starting up with the grasshopper, I have done this cube abstract which is actually created using algorithms script. I give you a basic introduction how this can created. So the basic before starting anything, we have to start with the basic concept with a sketch. Obviously we will start with a sketch. So I have created cube first, and I have divided the cube into further cubes, and I have divided all the quadrants into sub quadrants. So, and I have just randomly pick the cubes, and I have deleted it using grasshopper scripts. So I have used quad sub D here. I guess if you people are some of the people typed intermediate, if you are intermediate, just go and use the quad D sub command, so you can create these kind of cubes, and I have visualized it using Lumion. So I have applied materials, some can be light, some can be dark, and this is at a wood material. Why I have created this, like I after learning Rhino and Grasshopper, I thought of creating a game design. So me and my colleague used to create some crazy forms, and we can convert these forms into a game. Actually, game can be created using this kind of forms. We thought like it can be a sector 1. Can you see that we have mentioned this as a sector 1? There will be a lot of sectors, and there will be a lot of cubes like this. Some people can go walk like this. This is actually our concept, like before creating this. The software which I have used to create this is like Rhino and Grasshopper. This is actually one of the thing. After further explanation and further development, we have created these kind of facades of a building. It can be treated as a facade, right? It actually looks interesting after I created it, and I have given a material like with a grill like this, so people can go and walk like this. I thought of creating some futuristic pattern, futuristic look. So I have created these kind of cubes with random surfaces, random grills, so it will look some, what is a cyber kind of thing. So, and I have used Gangroo for creating this pavilion. This is actually created 3 years before. So I have created using Islamic pattern. The base thing is like there will be 16 points, there will be a 12-point structure, there will be a 4-point structure, there will be a 3-point structure. So this is the script which I have made to create this. So this is used a Gangroo plugin. So I will touch upon Gangroo, what is Gangroo, what is there, and all those things. So before that, I just give you a small note. So there will be a 12 points is there, there will be a 5 points is there. So this is actually featured in Parametric Architecture page that's having 980k on Instagram. I just want to give in the note. So it's actually created using like 3 years before, and yep, this is actually I've created using used as a furniture design. The concept which I have used here is a Mobius strip, a continuous strip. This is also created using Rhino and Grasshopper. So yeah, what the best part is, we can design lot of things with Rhino and Grasshopper. And if you are not started yet, just try to start it. And this is one of the product which I have done using Rhino Grasshopper. This is actually the script which I have shown here. This is actually a pen stand. This is actually a product. This is actually a pen stand which can hold a phone, which can hold a pen, brush, number of pens, and like this. And it can be look like this. This is actually a pen stand. So yeah, this is the script which I have created, and it can be 3D printed or else it can be CNC cutted. So the end part is it's not only for visual purpose, it serves as a actual purpose. I will show you some of my works also. This is actually a shoe design I have made, so it's actually in a concept stage right now. So I'm just working on it to make a proper shoe design. I'm just working on it. This is actually in a stage 2, I guess. Right now this thing is on hold. So Adidas is posted the requirement of computational designer in their page, so I just waiting for the new designer to come. So at that point I have used the Rhino Grasshopper to create this pattern, and this is actually in a conceptual stage from sketch to basic 3D. I will show this updated one in later if you people are following it. If you people are watching in the YouTube, just go and subscribe the YouTube channel. So we will design this live, so you people will get notified while I'm designing it. So yeah, so this is also one of the thing I have done using Kangaroo. I don't want to explain so much, so if you are people interested, just ping me in person, so I will explain that. So these are the things which I have created. This is also a connecting bridge. Because I am running out of time, we have to start with the Rhino and Grasshopper. So this is how the connecting bridge. This is actually a connecting bridge between a three buildings. This is 1, 2 and 3. So people can go here, go here, go here, and they can climb and they can reach here the first floor, and they can reach the second floor, and they can reach the second floor of this. So what they do is, the normal bridge will have some sort of normal form. What I thought is we can give some interesting form with the physics. It's actually work with physics. So these are the forms which I have made. So yeah, and yeah, this is also a facade which I made using that. Before that, I just put an hands-on for Rhino and Grasshopper. I just open Rhino. So I guess we just start with Rhino and Grasshopper right now. Let's start reading. So 1 hour of presentation. There is 60 more minutes. So stay online. It's actually free right now. These are the works which I have done previously. So yep. So I guess you people are in front of your system, or like you can watch this and you can try it later. If you have any doubts, you can stop and ask me the doubts. It's okay to people ask doubts before starting it. So message can not be seen by people in the call. Okay, cool. People in YouTube, you can ask your doubts while I'm working on it. I will try to answer the doubts. So yep. So yeah, this is how the Rhino look likes. So I will give you the basic introduction about Rhino. This is how the Rhino look like. It will have 4 viewports, 1, 2, 3 and 4. I have shared the link to you people. Just go and download it from the link and create your email IDs, your thing, and there will be 90 days trial will be there. As of now it's 86 days trial. I am working on it, so I have installed installed it like 4 days before I renewed it. So yeah, this is what the 4 viewports is all about. So it has a standard, file, edit, view, curve, surface, sub D. There are a lot of things are here, and we can work on 4 viewports: point, perspective, front and right. So there is a standard thing is here. We just see one by one. There is a mouse cursor is here, and point, line, curve, circle, ellipse, rectangular and cube all there. So before that, this is the introduction. Before that, I just want to draw some basic understanding of how Rhino works. Before learning a new software, you need to know why I am learning this new software, right? That's what I am given a brief about the presentation. So before creating 3D models, like we tend to know like what is 3D, what is 2D. So we start with single D. So if your people are using Instagram, just go and join, type Aki Envision, or else like go and use this QR code to scan it. So yeah, we start with this thing, basic. So we start with a point. So point is a dimensionless unit. So we can arrive at as coordinates 0, 0, 0. 0 is nothing but x, this is y, this is z. So after that, I am creating 2 points and I am just joining these 2 things, and it makes line, right? It has a distance, it can be a, this can be b. So it has a length, so it has 1D dimension, it has 1 dimension, so it called as 1D. And we are creating 4 points. Actually, this is actually a series of points. Series of points create lines, and series of lines create surface. I guess most of them heard about this before itself. I'm just giving a small introduction. So yeah, in the end of the webinar, you will get to know like what is the complexity I am talking about. So yeah, this is what the 2D is. It have A, B, C, D, and length and breadth. So length into breadth. This is actually 2D, and the last part is like 3D. It will have a cube like this. So this will have a length, breadth and height. So it is called 3D. I guess most of the people heard about this, know about this. Why I'm talking here is like, this is how computational thinks, this is how computer thinks. So we just gonna see about, what we're gonna see about is like, we're gonna see about double curved surface. Actually, what is double curved surface? I will let you know like in a further thing. So what is a double curved surface? What are surface? So actually, plane is called a surface. So this is a planar surface. If it is in this angle, it called as a planar surface. If it is in a multi-dimension, that will called a double curved surface. Before that, I just start with the point, the basic point. So I'm just clicking it. If you are new to the thing, like just double click on the perspective, it will get highlighted, and you can use the right click mouse. Before that, I just want to start one software here. Just don't mind me, forgot to turn on that, because you people will get to know the keys which I am pressing. It's initialized. you see that there is a which I am doing is people will get to see here. So if I'm pressing escape, if I'm pressing escape, the thing will get highlighted here. You can take notes. You can take Subby is the only part of Rhino 7, right? Yeah, Subby is a new part of Rhino 7. I use Shekwat is the new add-on for Rhino 7. If you're really interested for Rhino 7, you can start with Rhino 7. Yeah. Actually, Rhino 7 is the currently available Rhino in the market. So you will get to know that. So what I'm doing is, like, you will get to see here, if I'm right clicking it, it will show right click, and I don't need to explain so much over here. So yeah, you can rotate using the orbit, and you can double click it and highlight those things. So what I'm gonna create is, I'm just gonna create some crazy form using Rhino Grasshopper. What I'm gonna create, I just draw it first. So stay online for the next 45 minutes, so you will get to know all the details about Rhino and Grasshopper for sure. I'm just telling for sure. Just stay online if you are new to it. So what I'm gonna do is, like, I'm gonna create some curve like this, or like curve like this, and curve like this. I'm gonna loft it. I'm gonna create a surface like this. This is actually called a double curved surface. Okay. So I'm gonna divide the surfaces. I'm gonna introduce some parametrics. I'm gonna divide the surface into like this. Like this. Like this. So I will explain this brief also. I'm just giving a basic introduction. What I'm gonna do is, so yeah, we start about a point. So point. So just click point, POINT point, or type point. It's same like AutoCAD. You can type or you can pick from this thing. Sorry, just admit it. You can type point and click space. So the point is will came over here. You can give coordinates or you can give the exact point. So how Grasshopper Rhino works is, like, you can work with axis. So can you see that this is actually axis, z axis, x axis, and y axis. So this is how Rhino works. Okay, we are working on axis. Most of the 3D software work on axis. So I'm gonna click one point and I can put it on air in any axis. That's how accurate we're gonna work. So I'm just clicking it, just click here, just clicking it, just click here randomly, or else I can select all those things and can delete it. As of now, I'm just gonna work on perspective, and just click it 0, 0, 0. So I can give 0, 0, 0, and there will be a point came over here, right? Can you see that this actually came over here? And these are the snips you have to highlight. If you are working in front of your computer, these are the snips you have to highlight in your system. So just try to highlight this OSNAP, Smart Track, Gumble. I will explain what are those. So if you are highlighted the Gumble, you will get these kind of axis. So this is actually X, Y, and Z. We can move it using this thing, or like we can use move command. Basically we can type commands, and or else we can pick and drop over here. So this is how things works in Rhino. So yeah, I just give line over here, line. We can simply click it, after introducing a point, you can select and type a command what. This is actually one of the much needed command for we used to use lot of times. This is actually a basics, very basics I'm talking about right now, but I will touch Grasshopper in 20 minutes, so please be online so you will get the phase like how Grasshopper also look like. So point, so it says a point and it says 0, 0, 0. It's actually x, y and z, x, y and z, x, y and z. Can you see that it says the project description, object description? In the object description it says 0, 0, 0. So I have a point at 0, 0, 0. So this is how we have to analyze where the point is. Just write it down, the command which I am telling, so it will be useful for you people. So I have typed what, and I have created a line, and there is a command called curve. So I'm just clicking this, or else like I can type curve. I can create a curve like this. Can you see that? A curve is created. So I just click this. If I'm clicking this, I'm getting these kind of points, right? These points are called control points. These are all the points which I have gonna control the curve. So I'm just changing the color so it will be more attractive. Control points. So controls points are nothing but used to control the curves. If I'm changing the point, if I'm clicking the point and if I'm moving in different direction, it's gonna control the curve. If I'm selecting this, I'm selecting this, and if I'm moving this, we can actually change the point. As of now, I'm working on perspective. We can work on all the mediums. So this is actually front, this is actually right, this is actually top. So I am here rushing now. Why? Because I have to finish it in 40 minutes. If your people are attending my workshops, so I will touch upon that later also. That is a workshop which gonna happen on June 21. I will give you a note before itself, so you people will get to know. People who are watching in YouTube, just go and subscribe the YouTube channel so you will get the notification, and comment a small amount like what you feel about this session. Just go and type it, so I will make it longer time. So if it is informative, just type informative and share it with your friends. If your people are watching in YouTube, if you people are in Google Meet, just type your commands over there, so I will let you I will get a boost up and I will do it for like daily. So yeah, this is what a curve is all about, and what I'm gonna do is we can control C and control V, copy the data and we can paste the data. So control C and control V, I'm just gonna, if I'm selecting here, I am getting a selecting menu, because a curve, there are two curves, right? There are two curves. We have just used control C and control V. So there are two curves. So I can select one curve and I can move it in Z direction. So as of now, what I've done is I've created a curve, I copied the curve and I have moved in a Z direction. Can you see that? This is what the basic thing which I have done. Created a curve, moved in a Z direction, copy the curve, moved in a Z direction. Now what I'm going to do next is loft. So loft, what is loft? Before going to loft, I'm just keep loft, 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 yeah, loft. Just type loft and type space, and it's ask you for select curves to loft. So here you will get all the information. Select curve to loft. It's actually same like AutoCAD. It will ask you for the info, right? So it will ask you for the info. So select curves to loft. I'm selecting this curve and I'm selecting this curve. And what I'm doing is I'm typing space. What I'm getting here, we can change the mode. Actually, if the drop down, just click this drop down, and most of the people will have wireframe. You can change it as shaded, and you can align the curves. There is an option called align curves. So before that, I just do escape loft 1 2 loft. So yep, this is the dialog box for loft. It says like do not simplify, rebuild with, refit within. There are a lot of commands are here. I will explain in my workshop. These are all like so complex, we have to break down into several parts. So yeah, this is how the loft is gonna be. So it has created a surface. What I have did is like I have changed it from wire mode to shader. So I have created this kind of loft. There is another mode called render mode. So you can change your modes. If you are working on a smaller scale, you can work with this render mode, so it will be more easy to look. I have a render mode for myself. So yeah, so I have created a curve, I have created a surface. So before that we saw that we can create a planar surface easily. There is an option over here, you can create surface like this easily and you can extrude it. But the thing which I have done over here is like I have created curves and I have lofted it and I have created surface. So those surface is called, this surface is called single curved surface. These are all like technical terms for the forms, so you will get to know in the future. If this is actually a basic start for you people, like it's new to Rhino, new to Grasshopper, it's not a problem. I am there to help you people to make it easier. So try to be online. Single curved surface. Okay, this is what I have done over here. I have talked about double curved surface. So usually surface will have a U direction and a V direction, U and V. So this is how surface will create it. So I just talk about surface. This is what I am talking about in the earlier thing, right? So I have created a surface like this. I have created a curve, I created a curve, I lofted it, I lofted it. So this is actually U, this is actually V. So each and every surface is defined as UV. Can you see that? If I am changing into wireframe, it's actually divided like this. This is actually called U and V direction. So we can introduce a lot of U and V direction. So this direction is called U, this direction is called V. This is the main aspects you have to follow it. So if you are working in Rhino and Grasshopper, you can follow it. So yeah, U and V. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna divide the surface and I'm gonna give create one more patterns. For that I'm just creating curves and I'm just pressing Alt, moving in up direction. I'm just changing some UV values with these coordinates with the control points which I am talked about. So I have just created like this and I am going to use loft, LOFT loft 2 3. Align curves, just aligning it. I have created this kind of form. So this is actually different from this form to this form, right? So I'm just changing into rendered mode. I'm just visualizing it. So this is how I have created a double curved surface. So I can just re-edit it. Sorry, I can re-edit it. There is a command called rebuild. I have to select this and I have to type space, and there is a command is opening over here 50,25. It's nothing but it's going to divide the surface into several parts. So what I did is like I have used a rebuild. So I have selected this. There is a command called F10. So you can select the control points of surface. You can select this and you can move it and you can further edit it. This is the best part. You people can create, you people can form these kind of double curved surface. quickly I have created some interesting forms using the fluidic forms like this. So you can also click this F10, select some points, and you can scale the points. So each and everything which over there is, we can scale it, we can move it. This is actually a quite curvilinear form which I have done right now. So what I'm gonna do is next is like the same, I'm gonna introduce the grasshopper right now. So as of now we have just introduced to the rhino, and I'm gonna introduce the grasshopper. So yeah, so the icon which is over here presented here is grasshopper. So I have a lot of elements over there, that's why it's asking for loading. So this is how the grasshopper will look like. This is actually a canvas, so we can work from both. The windows has to be open, it has to be vice versa kind of thing. You here what we gonna do is scripting which we are gonna do right now. So from one point to this point we're gonna script, so it's like vice versa kind of thing. So yeah, this is actually, we can type the same thing, we can type over here, so the point we can arrive over here. So I'll just give you the basic introduction about grasshopper, file, edit, view. There is a lot of tools will be there. If you are people are friend of the grasshopper, you people will get to know that some of the element will be not available in your screen. So yeah, so I just type point, you can type it and you can bring it over here. Just type point. Or the best part is there is a maximum explanation I can given is like, this is an element. So this is actually an element which you can import one option from here to here. This is actually from one medium to another medium. We just can import from one thing to another thing. So you can create, it's actually after importing it I just explain one element, you will get to know that after importing an element you will get to know there is a box, there is an input, there is an output. I just want to explain that there is an input, there is an output. So yeah, so basically this is called element point. If you don't know about anything, just go and place it on the element which you are focusing. It says it contains a collection of 3-dimensional points, and there is a message box here. Just click it, floating parameter failed to collect data. So actually what grasshopper does is like, it will collect data from rhino to grasshopper. So what I'm gonna do is like just hide. So I'm just selecting this, right click, set one point, I'm just clicking this point, and Control C, Control V. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna introduce one more point. I'm just gonna import this point also. What happened here is like the orange color, I guess this is actually in orange color. Why? Because it doesn't have any value. This have a value, we have given a value, that's why it's in green color. So I'm just selecting this, right click it, set one point, and selecting this point, it's actually getting value. So it will turn into white. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create one line in between. You can type and you can create whatever you want. So this is how elements can be introduced to grasshopper. You can type, if you want a circle you can type circle, if you want a cube you can type cube. So as of now I'm just gonna give this. So there is an output, always an element have an input, an element have output. So I'm just connecting these two things. So yeah, I'm getting a line in between. Why I'm scripting is like I can move it wherever I want. the best part is like I can move it wherever I want. Actually, it's the red color is like the line. So yeah, I have scripted some small amount of script, so it's changed like this, and I am going to introduce one point also, point, or else you can copy and paste it, copy paste. So I can introduce one more point here, right click, set one point. Setting this point, I'm gonna use sphere, S-P-H-E-E-R. I'm going to introduce one sphere, and actually a sphere is created over here. This is actually, as of now, it's in shadow. I can create the base over here, and I can create the radius. The radius is all about numbers, so I'm just gonna type numbers. We just know about what's our input is. Before starting anything, we just placed on the element and see what the element is shows. It's create a spherical surface. So we just turn on these three on, so we will get to know what are the inputs. So the radius is all about numbers. We just talk about numbers as of now. So I have created a number. Easy to create numbers. Just double click it and just type 15 or like 20, whatever number you want. I'm just selecting this over here, and I have created a circle over here. If I'm just changing the numbers, it will automatically change over here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move it. This is how I move the circle from one point to another point. It says just go and place it on, and I can give the direction of Z. I'm gonna move it in Z direction, so I'm just doing it as Z, and I'm gonna give 15 as my unit. So after giving 15, can you see that it's actually a point which we have created. Before that, I just add bifocals. That is also a plugin, so you can see what's happening here. So people who are watching in YouTube, just go and subscribe it, so it will be helpful for me. People who are using Instagram, just follow me on Archi Envision, so we will see lots and lots about parametric architecture, Rhino and Grasshopper in few other days. So yeah, if you people have any doubts, you can ask me. So you can unmute yourself and you can ask me. So yeah, I have created one point and I have moved it. So this is why we are scripting. So the basic script which I want to explain is like, we have created one point and we have created a sphere and we have moved it in a Z direction with the units. So this is what we have done as of now. So this is a basic script. I'm gonna do one complex script right now. So I'm gonna create a curve. I can import a curve, C-U-R-V-E, curve. So this is a curve. Right click, set one curve. This is one curve, and copy, paste, paste, paste. You can use these many curves. Okay, and just click this, copy, paste, 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 paste. So yeah, there are 4 curves. I'm going to move it in Z direction, move it in a Z direction, move it in a Z direction, and we can delete one curve. So all the curves which I have created is like, if you are clicking this, that will get highlighted in green over here. If you are not in the face, like just click this, right click, set one curve, select this, click this, right click, set one curve, select the second curve, click this, right click, set one curve, select the last curve. So if I'm selecting this, the curves will get highlighted. If I don't want this, I just select everything, hide. So I've just hidden everything. So this is how I have created so much of curves. So as of now, I'll just hide everything. So hide. what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna loft LOFT loft. This is the thing I used to do to create surface. So the previous thing which I have explained is like we talked about U direction, V direction. So I'm gonna create loft. I'm just pressing shift and I'm connecting it. Actually it's creating surface. Can you see that? We can pressing shift and you can apply all the inputs in a single point. So what I'm doing is I'm just changing the control points and it's automatically updating in the forum which I'm working here. Can you see that, people? How cool is that? It's easy and lesser time to create some curvilinear forms. If people are there, if you are interested, just type interested. If you are not interested, just type not interested. Always the comments are welcome, so I will get to know what's happening there. So you can change all the inputs, all the design aspects as of now. So this is how quickly I have changed it. So there is a command called isotrim. So you can trim the surface. I will teach how to trim the surface. UV, divide. There is a command called divide domain. I just explained the divide domain. So what divide domain is basically like the command which you think rebuild, right? Rebuild is used to divide the domain into U and V. So this is how it works. So I just give a small intro about that. Also the domain is like this, and the UV count we can give it as 15. Control V, Control C, Control C, Control V, and I can increase this number, and this is the domain. If I'm clicking this, it actually changing it. So I'm just turning off this. I can increase the numbers and decrease the numbers wherever I want. So this is how quickly I can change the numbers, change the values. I am just changing it easily and quickly. So can you see that? I've created some double curved surface. So this is how it's isotrim. After that, there is a command called evaluate surface. Evaluate surface. What it will do is it will evaluate the surface. I'm just selecting this. This is the surface. This is the input. There are a lot of inputs. There are a lot of outputs. Empty slider. I'm gonna use one empty slider. I will teach why empty slider is all about. So we need a U value and a V value. That's what MD slider is all about. So I'm just gonna reparameterize it. After reparameterize it, like why I'm reparameterizing it, like because I need a point to create some forms. So as of now, what I've done is I've explained this, right? Like I have created some double curved surface, and what I'm gonna do is in that double curved surface I'm gonna create some pattern. We just talked about patterns, we just talked about everything. So people in Google Meet, also mute yourself kindly. So yeah, I'm just divided it like this. This is the thing. We have divided in U direction, we have divided in V direction, U, V. So yeah, we have divided like this, like number of outputs, number of inputs. What we're gonna do is we're gonna create one point and we're gonna extrude the point in this, like this, like this. So I just tell you why I'm doing that. So yeah, I've created and evaluate the surface. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do scale, or else like I have created the points. This is the point, so I'm just reducing the domain value of this so it will looks nice. So it can be like 9 or it's like 10. So this actually looks nice. perpendicular to the plane. So why I'm talking so like, I guess most of the people is out of the piece. So there is a surface, we have to divide the surface, we have to analyze the surface, and we are creating the normals. Normals are nothing but perpendicular to the plane. So each and everything will have a perpendicular plane. So we can create we are using that data to create our forms. So I'm just moving it. For that I'm going to use amplitude. Amplitude are nothing but it will increase the vectors. This is the normals, this is the geometry I want to move, and the amplitude is 15, and I'm gonna connect this. So the point is moved from one point. Can you see that? Another point, it's actually moving in a direction. I just turn off everything so you will get to see. Right. So after that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to extrude to point. Extrude to point. So the base is just one, the base, the iso trimmed, and this is the point which we have moved. So I'm going to use custom preview to review it. So yeah, how quickly we have created some really tough pattern. You see that it's actually divided and it's actually moved in this form. What's the best part is, if you have created this script, it's actually a simple script. You can actually multiply it. I can use color swatch. I can change the color, and then I can give a color for it. I can increase the amplitude, so the size of the thing will increase. So this is actually a quite interesting form if you are designing a facade of a building, or else I'm just creating a form like this, and I'm moving it in Z direction, and we can use this right click, set clear values, and you can give and clear values also. Clear values and set 1 point. This can be 1 point. Set 1 point, second point. Set 1 point, third point, and set one curve. And what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna give a negative. So I guess this is so quick for you people to understand the computational, but it is so easy to create forms like this. Can you see that? I'm just creating an interesting form which parametrics, and the best part is this can be 3D printed, and you can increase the values of domain, you can increase of the V count, you can increase of the U count, so it will looks nice. So what the last part is, we can bake it. We can use bake to bake it. Right click, bake. Yes please, just okay. We can use bake. Bakes is all about, as of now, the best part is we can create these forms into reality. The reality of creating these forms into reality is 3D printing. The best part is 3D printing. So I talk about 3D printing here. Why? Because I have made a 3D print model. So I just want to show you people in this thing. So this is actually a model which I have made using 3D printer. This actually I have created in Rhino, and I have a 3D printer in my place, so I can 3D print what I am doing. So this is what I have 3D printed. Can you people see this? If there's actually a dog. If you are seeing this, just say yes or know, I will get to know that. So this is the fabrication. This is comes under digital fabrication. After this, I will show you some of the works which I have done using 3D printing. If you people can see this, say yes or no. You can unmute yourself and you can say it. If you are watching from so long time, you can unmute yourself and you can say it. Yes. Wow. Yeah. Sub B is only. So yeah. So there are a lot of 3D prints which I have done. So this is actually movable part which we can create these kind of forms. This is actually in a conceptual stage also. Can you see that it's actually moving? It has a like 4 rings right now. Can you see that? Like 1, 2, 3 and 4. Before that there are a lot of rings. So we can create as a gyroscopic toy or like that. So it will be like more interesting. I am more into digital fabrication. These are all like we can design our stuffs and we can make it as a 3D printing and digital fabrication. Digital fabrication. Most of the people will know about that. So I will give you a small vision of myself. So if you people have any doubts regarding it, you can ping me whenever you want. So I guess you people will have my WhatsApp number. Just type your WhatsApp number. And the best part is like there is a giveaway will be there. I forgot to mention that there is a giveaway will be there. So who are all interested, and just share with your friends. Who are all watching in the YouTube, just subscribe it, just share it. Just if your people are watching in Gmail also, sorry Google Meet also, just go and subscribe it. So you will get all the notification. So yeah, this is what I want to share. This is how easily we can create forms using Rhino Grasshopper. If it is not I am not understanding this, like I have got some what to say, like it's so complex. What you have done is like I don't know, like you people will get to know if you are ready to learn. And I just show you some of my works, so it will be helpful for you people to learn. So I have done a digital fabrication, so I just play this video. So this is an exclusive video. This is a 5 minutes video, just watch it. So this is how I started. It's actually Paradome. This is actually one of the digital fabrication project which I have done, which I will show that also. So this is how I work. This is a documentation which I have done for digital fabrication. So this is an exclusive video. I guess people are already watched it. Also welcome. This is actually a parametric dome design process. This is how the parametrics evolved. So it starts with points that it's using connecting lines, and I have extruded it in all the manners, and I have extracted the required materials, and this is how the outer shell is like. So I have lofted the surface and created as a surface, and I have triangulated the surface. So we just talk about like lot of things, but you people will get to know that. Parametric, I have created a parametric pattern and I have designed it as a cardboard material. So this is actually a real project. So it has 240 joints. So it can be placed as in a library as a semi-closed space. This is how I have designed and arrived. So just watch it. You will get to know that. So option 1, option 2, option 3. So this is how the wings arrangement has to be there. So I will make it as a brief video of how I have done it. Like this is the fabrication. It's actually 1:25 scale fabrication. So just go and see this. I will post it in YouTube as well as like after some times, or I have a few other edits share you people the links, so kindly share with your friends. Go and subscribe it on YouTube. So this is how the things will started with the basic 1:25 model. So these are the how things are happening. So this is how I work. So we have to connecting the flaps. So there are a lot of things are happening, like we have used staplers to pin this. This is an advanced architectural technique. These are all the techniques which schools like IAC, I guess most of the people are heard about IAC, I guess, like it's in school in Barcelona. Just go and search it if you are really interested. It stands. So I have created a pattern. So actually it stands in 1:25 scale. So I thought of created. Actually, it's gonna be in the library, right? So I have created this kind of lighting settings. So people watch it. Let us shut my mouth for some time. So I have done the CNC, and it's gonna be the real skateboard. Joints. So this is actually I made for my exhibition, but the time is quarantine and I don't have a place to exhibit due to a lot of heavy rain in my place. So I have created my own space in my house. So I have said that and created this. So I am very much interested about Rhino Grasshopper and the digital fabrication. So I have made this. So this is how the first wing stands. So yeah, this is how the continued process goes on. It's actually a real scale process. I just quickly run off. So we have practiced until it stands. So it's actually standing using the cardboard material. So cardboard is a fragile material. It won't have much strength to stand, and it's having a least number of joineries. So I have worked with several projects also. It's like for my exploration kind of thing. I have done this. I have been there in my practices in interiors, commercial interiors, exteriors. I am doing a couple of projects. The project is going right now, so I just want to give you a note about it. So this is all about digital fabrication. If you want to detail about this, I will explain in my workshop. So sorry, thank you for watching this video. So it's actually the end card. So just follow us on Instagram, Arcane Vision, so you will get to know what's happening in Arcane Vision. So this is actually Arcane Vision. Just if your people are watching in Instagram, just update the status of Arcane Vision. If your people are watching right now, you can drop your email. I will share the file which I have worked. It will be free of like I will share you with your people. Just share your WhatsApp number. So, sorry, don't share your WhatsApp number. Just share your email address. So I will share it with your people. So it will be, you can grab it and you can watch it. You can watch the video again. The YouTube video will be online and it will be recorded. It's recorded and it will be shared with you people. Just drop down your email address. So I will share all the details which I have, and I will, let's say, just share your email address. Grasshopper is somewhat coding little bit, got understood, but wants to know about detail. If you people have doubts, you can ask. So before wind winding up, I just want to give you a brief about which workshop I am conducting it. This is Archi Envision, like before I started it. Parametric architecture, it's all about parametric architecture. So I am conducting a workshop. So it's all about parametric architecture, what is the need to learn Rhino Grasshopper, where you can use Rhino Grasshopper. These are the skills. Just go and type www.archienvision.com. So I just give this address also. You will go and see what's happening there. Just type your email address and where to add. So I will put it in description of the link, so you people will get to know that. So this is what I am doing. The session over there are 10 days I have created. The workshop is for, like, in one day itself you people will get a lot of knowledge, I guess. So the Kangaroo, we will talk about Kangaroo in that workshop, Weaver Bat, Mesh Plus, Ladybug, Lunchbox for Grasshopper. So these are the plugins which I'm gonna talk about on the workshop. So this is what you people are watching right now, free webinar for Parametric Design. So this is actually a free webinar on June 6th. So this is actually the event details, so just go and see it. I will share the syllabus also with you people. It's June 21 to 29, and there will be a July 12 exhibition will be there. So a lot of people are encouraging parametric architecture and Rhino nowadays. People who are practicing computational design in abroad also wanted Grasshopper and Rhino in their practices. Not only in abroad, in India also there are a lot of firms are choosing parametric architecture. If you want to be an out-of-box person, so you have to learn Rhino and Grasshopper. Definitely there are a lot of students of practicing Rhino and Grasshopper. In Archi Envision itself there are 1500 participants. This is actually the 6th workshop which I am doing right now. There are 1500 participants, and we have a well disciplined curriculum. So in this 10 days you people will get to know with all the information you need. So yep, so this is what we got. Like, the workshop start on June 21 and it will end on June 29, and there will be an exhibition on June 12. So I will share just the day wise lookup, the day 1, day 2, what will be there. We talk about model process, like day 3 we talk about facade design, and we talk about attractor points, skyscrapers, we talk about radiation analysis. Just go and check it out. This is the software covered and all over the 10-day session. Rhino, Grasshopper, Ladybug, Kangaroo, Lunchbox, Weaver Bat, Lumion and Photoshop. These are all for like an add-on, like for visualization purpose. So in this workshop, in this session overview, like, we will talk about facade, we will talk about skyscraper, we will talk about radiation analysis, we will talk about Lumion. So yeah, so who should attend the workshop? Who should attend the workshop is like architectural students, professional with parametric experience, like the person who are watching till now, who are interested about parametric architecture. Not only for like namesake we are talking about parametric architecture, is not a good deal. If you are really interested, if you are really thinking architecture is your future profession and you want to be an out of box, so you have to attend this workshop. This workshop is all about parametric architecture and all about designing new things. So if you want to know about this, just go and download the brief. If you click this, you will get the download brief. So you can download the brief and you will get to know what's happening there. So I just give a small note about it. Just go and see it. It's actually 12 MB. It's getting slow. This is about the mentor. I am the one who's gonna teach on Archi Envision. So I am the founder of Archi Envision. There are a couple of more people are there. So this is about us. So the advanced study educators are here. This is actually a one-stop solution for architectural concept and form giving techniques on parametric architecture. So the studio will revolve the main focus on design, computational design. So I am the founder and there is an advisor. You can go and check it out. His profile also, he is also good at computational design as well as in the advanced architecture. So I will, if you people are really interested, I will share his works also. So yeah, the best part, the final part, which is the prize, right? This is the participant works. Like, these are the winners. We are announcing winners, and the winners will have exacting prizes. So this is how the Paralabs 3 winners. The name is Mohan Aravind, and he is from India, and the Fayaz is from Dubai, UAE, and people all over the world is attending this workshop for sure. There is a well maintained curriculum, so you people can collab with it. So this is how things works, and there is a back end processes there. So we are creating a hub, so people will collab with each other. This is not only for, you can go and watch several number of YouTube videos. There are a lot of YouTube videos are there. Why I'm talking here, like, you can collaborate with all the people over the world, and so you can connect with the computational designers, not only with your friend, it will be all over the world. So just try to use this forum, just try to be on the workshop, so you will get to know. These are the testimonials given by the students. I am getting positive testimonials from all over the feedback. So yeah, just go and see. There is an not only architectural student, there are an MArch student, there is an architect, there is a students who are creating as, there is 15 years experienced architects who are learning this software, willing to learn the softwares. If you are starting with SketchUp itself, like, don't hesitate to start Rhino now. So it will too late for you to start Rhino like next year. If you are postponing it won't be a good choice. I faced it. So here comes the registration charges for this workshop. Actually, I am proudly saying I am the only one who is charging less for this workshop, like 4,999 for the workshop. It's early bird registration closing on 20 June, and standard registration will be on 21 June, because the 21 June is the workshop date. So 4,999 is the workshop price. So you people, the people which attending here and be on live for so long time, I am giving an offer for you people. These are the previous live which I have done. So if you want to go and click this, you can click this, and it will lead to you a page for registration. And I have a offer for live people, so I just open that, so you people will get to know. This is actually a live offer. People who have attended the live for like June 6, you people will get this PDF. So this PDF will have a link for live, so you can click this and you can go and pay it in here. So it's actually 2,999. So this is actually the lowest price in the market and the best price in the market. So try to utilize it. Actually, it's gonna expire in 48 hours. That means like June 8 it will be expired. If your people are watching it, just go and pick this opportunity, because this opportunity is not for all the people who are attended it in live YouTube as well as in the Google Meet. I just shared this link with you people. I just placed over here, so you can click it and you can get your offer. So this is only for the people who have attended the live. This offer is for, and it will be valid for 48 hours only. So try to utilize it. It's gonna end on June 8, because there are a lot of requests from people, from the students. So try to utilize it. Just go and don't hesitate to spend for this. Just go and type it. The study materials, all the plugins, all the things will be provided with you. The softwares and all the plugins will be provided with you, and there will be one-on-one sessions will be there. If you have any doubts, we can clarify it then and there. So I will share. Just go and download the PDF which I have sent as a syllabus. So try to utilize that. Sorry people, 1 minute. Yeah, just go and try to utilize that. So yeah, so register now. There is an advanced thing will be there, that's for future. As of now I am doing it for 10 days. So on the 10 days you will start your journey in the parametric architecture, Rhino and Grasshopper. This is what I want to share with you people. Just don't hesitate to participate on the workshop. Just go and participate. This is what the thing is all about. Just go and read it. It will be more interesting, and these are the testimonial from like previous previous students. Just go and see it. You will get to know what's happening in Archi Envision, and we can learn the Rhino and Grasshopper, the future architecture software, learn together. So yeah, this is how the workshop is all about. I guess I have finished right now. If you people have any doubts, you can ask. So, and one more thing, I am in the clubhouse, so you can people, anyone in the clubhouse from here you're watching, is anyone from clubhouse? You can, do you people know what is clubhouse is? Anyone? You can ask your questions in, you can unmute yourself, or can you please share the link again? Yeah. Anyone in clubhouse? It's more like interactive, guys. Just try to interact with me. People who are currently watching in YouTube also, just go and subscribe it. The persons subscribe, leave a comment. Anyone from any doubts or anything? I am free for like 5 more minutes. We'll be here. Just we talk about anything regarding to parametric architecture, clubhouse, or any social media people are in. Anyone from clubhouse, or any feedbacks from you people? Any doubts you can ask regarding anything. I will be here for 5 more minutes. I'm just waiting for I guess something happened to my I guess nobody's texted, or I didn't get any reply from YouTube. So yeah, people, any doubts? Ranjit, Pranak, Tishu, because I just see what people asked before. I guess people asked before. No, due to pandemic we are missing a lot of field works. Yeah, due to pandemic there are a lot of missed field work. No, I am a civil engineer. Sarath Raj, no, I am a civil engineer. Wish to learn basics from architecture. Maybe actually you can learn. It's actually good. Yeah, visualizing our concept into 3D is a challenge. Yeah, absolutely, Ayush. Creating concept, visualizing our concept in 3D is actually, I guess Ayush are there, or struggling with converting concept into design. Grasshopper, intermediate. Ayush, Dishu, wow, yeah, thank you, Dishu, if you are there. Grasshopper is somewhat coding a little bit, got to understand, but want to know detail about it. If you want to know about detail, like, you can join the workshop. the workshop is gonna happen on 21 June to 29. So we can collab a lot of things and talk about a lot of things are happening nowadays in architecture as well as the online medium. So I have been there for Clubhouse like 4 days. I guess you people are also install the Clubhouse. It's actually the new trend right now. Just go and install it. We will talk about things on Clubhouse. Yep. Any doubts, guys? Sir, can you send your Clubhouse link? Actually, my Clubhouse link is at md.jamil. I guess I forgot it. I will share with you. Badri Narayanan. I will share with you for sure. Any doubts? Can you? Will we get the recordings of the classes after the complete workshop? Yeah, I am planning to do that. In the previous thing, I didn't do that, but this workshop I am planning to give the recordings after the session. It will be there after the session. You people will get the recordings. You people will get all the informations which you needed. I need the recordings. Yeah, the recordings I will be provided. This is actually exclusive. Actually, the thing I just want to give you that the previous workshop and all I teach and it let it go like that. But this time I will definitely give you people the recordings. Just try and be on the first people who are using the special offer like live. You can unmute yourself and you can talk also, like it's not an issue. It's more like collaborative. I just want that. Sheikh Risha will get the recordings of the class. Yeah. And yes, just drop down your email ID. So I will first come first serve, always there. So yeah, I am just gonna. I missed starting half an hour. So okay, cool. Just it will be online for. I guess something happened in YouTube page. I guess I don't get any chat.
Sir, good afternoon.
Yep. Yeah.
Sir, I have a doubt.
I watched what you did with your library.
Okay, cool.
So it was nice, but
but
there are a lot of different
when you're doing in design and you're doing in
economics matters.
matters, right?
So, pardon, like I didn't get you.
No, sir.
In digital,
When we are doing it in a
When
practical
you're
way,
doing it in a
economics
practical
matters.
way, economics matters.
yeah, we are. So that's what I have given like a lot of info about the architects who are practicing and doing it. Like it's the thing is we have to convince our client first. So the economics it will comes under the cost. It will comes under the sustainability. There are things are happening sustainable things. So 3D printing, which is the next gen, because Elon Musk also talked about it, like the Mars thing. But in this present world, people are using clay for 3D printing. That's more effective. There are a lot of aspects are there, battery. So we have to clear all the aspects before we starting the projects. So it's actually a long-term call. So I'm just starting it now. Definitely there will be an economical difference will be there. So you have to you have to find a way to solve it. Thank you for your words. I guess I have answered your.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Badri. If anyone in this room, like you can ask your doubts, you can. Ranjit MR, Ranak, Chow, Sri Lakshmi Noyar. Thank you. You can share your thoughts as a comment also. Badri, are you a student or you're practicing? Are you there in the clubhouse?
Sir, I'm in Clubhouse.
Sir,
I'm
I'm in Clubhouse, sir. I'm a student architect, sir.
So where are you from? Can you give a small number? Where are you from? So if you are a clubhouse, we will talk in clubhouse. It will be more cool. The clubhouse idea of mine is like, I guess I forgot that, at the rate of md.jamil, Muhammad Jamil. I guess I will attending one more clubhouse meeting today. I will let you know. So I am noob to the clubhouse. So I am just using for like past 4 to 5 days. So I am just learning the clubhouse. It's actually new. It's actually good algorithm is going over there. We just talk about it. Like, are you using from when you are using the clubhouse? I know that.
Sir, just couple of days.
Sir, just couple of days, sir.
Yeah. Just new
Sir, I request you
Sir, I
to
request you to
attach your
attach
post
your
session whenever you
post
post
session whenever you post
Instagram story, sir.
Instagram story, sir.
Yeah, sure. Badri, I will. Actually, I have updated in my Instagram. Yeah, I have updated, and I have updated in my what to say, like in my bio also. So yeah, I will do that. Thank you for your input, Badri.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
So, if apart from Badri, is there any words? So I can. So thank you so much, guys, for attending this workshop. I guess everyone will participate in the workshop which I am gonna conduct 10 days. So I am expecting Badri also there. Just try to be on the workshop. It will be more useful for you people. There are a lot of YouTube videos are there, but you won't get the collaboration with people we are richly connected, and we can discuss about architecture, parametric architecture, present, past, future. So it will be nice. So yeah, thank you guys. I'm gonna